I got some smart sweets
Ooh, I seem to recall those being actually pretty good.
and
Anyway, we're
corn
live on the
free.
internet.
These are gummy bears I can have.
Woohoo!
They also only give you a portion in the bag. The bag is the portion.
I
There's
think.
none of this
Why do I know
third of
about?
a
I think I
package
know about
nonsense.
those because they're a Shopify merchant. I know about so much weird stuff because Shopify goes, "Hey,
Probably, I
enter
mean,
your
it's
link."
also sugar free and protein because it uses monk fruit. So it's
Mm-hmm.
diabetic friendly, naturally gluten free, and corn free. So it's all of the free things.
All the
And
free things.
I eat a bag and then wish I'd bought three more. They're quite sweet and tasty. Like they're just, yeah. And it's the only thing I've got for gummies is this. I've officially had gummies.
On a side
Guys,
note, is your hair a different color than it was last time we did
yes.
this? Okay,
Yes.
I'm not crazy.
Aaron was super kind when we were out at my mom's and had access to my mother's very large kitchen because my mom has a very large kitchen. We dyed my hair. And then Aaron said, "Nope, you have very thick hair." Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes, yes, you do.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I discovered when we did it, my hair is now long enough that I need three boxes.
three box.
If it,
Man, I did my hair on two boxes and I had excess. How
no,
thick
there
is
was,
your hair?
it's very thick. there is
My
no,
hair is most of the way
there's
to
no
my
spare.
knees and I only need two boxes.
There's no spare. There's no spare. And I'm maybe halfway down my back, a little over halfway down my back. I'm past the bra strap, but I'm not quite at I'm not getting close enough to butt level to be excited about being nearly done. So, and I, two boxes barely did me. So, the next time I
Wow.
dye my hair in like December, I'm going to need three. So cool. But
Ooh.
again, to go to the salon, it's 4+ hours and $300 or $400 because that is
Yeah,
how much
yeah,
product they go through.
yeah, yeah. Last time I got my hair done with the bonus color streak, it was like, after taxes, it was like $300.
Yeah, it hurts. It's fun. It hurts. Though she like, would not have been able to tell if she hadn't been like right at my head to make sure the dye was going to go in properly. I have gray hairs. I almost did a victory dance. I've been waiting years for gray hairs. Can't see them now. I dyed them, but I have them. They're there.
Yes, I have them too. I've managed to blend them in and make them look like I put them there on purpose. But
No,
this is all natural. This like 3 inches right here, all natural.
no, no,
Because you
no.
can see the rest
Apparently,
of my dye is growing out,
it's
but this bit that's natural now.
yeah, yeah. Now, apparently, they're just kind of spread throughout there. But she's like, yeah, she's like, I had to be like a nose breadth away from your head to spot them. I'm like, well, they're there. That's the important part. I
They're
am
fairy
actually
hairs.
aging. I am actually aging. This is important. I want to rock that white silver grandma hair at some point.
Oh man, I'm actually so excited for
Want
most of
that
my hair to
hair?
go that color so I can dye my
Oh,
hair all the fun colors without having to bleach the crap out of it
oh,
first.
would it be
I'm legitimately
amazing?
excited for gray hair.
I can't wait. I can just do fun colors and it's less damaging.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
So good. Guys, right now it's red. The red won't stay. It'll fade into a purple. It's Natural Instincts, which is ammonia free, which was delightful to smell. Delightful to smell because no ammonia.
No ammonia is nice.
And some sort of burgundy color. That's the only color part we remember from the box.
Some sort of burgundy. Cool.
It's a red brown. It's a red brown, guys. Yeah, no, I dyed my hair. It was nice.
Sherry says it looks good. Asa says she doesn't even need a whole one box for her hair.
Yeah, also you keep your hair nice and short. I need two boxes once it gets to this length to make it. I can get down to here with two boxes, but now I need a third. It's very thick hair. And it's also a 45-minute long shower to get it all out of my hair,
I do
including
remember
the
that part.
conditioner.
Yeah.
I hate that part. It is
Yeah,
doable. Guys,
that's
I'm gonna caffeinate myself.
after I did that part, I'm like, never again. It's worth the $300 to never have to do this myself again.
It's not for me, so I just do it on my own. Should I do an intro? Do we have people in the chat? Do we know what's going on? Guys, I forgot to text the mysterious Mr. B.
Why? What do you what?
He has to know that when he comes here, I'm just going to answer my phone, but he has to let himself into the apartment. Because I'm literally, we finish this, I go straight to Path to Glory. He's picking up lunch.
Ah. Well, we should probably get
So
this thing started then.
we should. I gotta do a quick texty
Here.
texty, and then we will get this party on the road.
All right. Let's see.
Uh,
Nikki has grays and is excited about them.
oh, it's just such a it's a badge. Like you made it. You lived long enough for your carotene to decide it's done putting pigment in there. Like not everybody gets to do that. Because not everybody lives long enough to get gray hairs. I'm assuming everybody gets the implication. Implication.
Oh, Sherry says the fun colors don't adhere as well to naturally gray or white hair.
That's fine.
That's okay. I mean, the fun colors don't adhere as well as the other colors anyway, to begin with.
They don't,
But I
yeah.
had I had heard the gray hair was more difficult to dye. But honestly, I don't really care because I barely wash my hair as it is, so they stick around pretty long anyway. For me, anyway.
It's always one of those ones that dying hang on, I can't do this and create sentences at the same time.
That's fine. I have a question for chat. YouTube is complaining at me again about the video resolution. How are things on your end? Because I think I fixed it on my end, and YouTube's still yelling at me with a little yellow warning symbol. So how is it actually showing up for folks on the other end? Are things okay? I hope they're okay, because I don't know what else to do to fix them. Oh, I've got so much gray hair love in the chat.
I love
That's
my hair.
wonderful.
All
There's
right.
something I should dye my hair again. Since it's Pride Month, I thought maybe I would take this gray streak in the front and do like rainbow stripes.
I
I think
must
that
love you
might be a
guys.
fun Pride Month.
I'm missing the Pride Parade in Winnipeg right now as we speak.
Oh, that's today.
That's today for Winnipeg, yet.
Wow. I'm hoping to go to something in Toronto.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be boatloads of fun.
Chat
Oh, I
says we
hope you
look
make
good.
it.
Okay,
Excellent.
well, I don't know what YouTube's yelling about, but apparently we look fine on the other end.
We'll ignore it, move on. And we'll start with I have
Carrying
no
on.
idea what episode this is. Welcome to the Northern Hits podcast. We are two friends in fiber who knit,
Oh
craft,
crap, I forgot to
crochet, and
change the
talk
sign. It's 270.
everything in between. My name is Jocelyn, and my co-host is Diana. Diana calls Waterloo, Ontario home, and I call Winnipeg, Manitoba home. I'm told it's episode 270.
It's
She's
270.
changing the sign.
I forgot the sign. That's the thing I forgot.
The fact how hard we rely on that sign to tell us what episode number we were at is not a good
Seriously, I
sign.
am powered by notes. If I don't have notes, how are we? There we go. If I don't have notes, I'm screwed.
Because it's alive, there are no show notes. There's a rough plan. The kitten's sleeping on my foot, so all is well, and we can get this monster. Oh my god, I forgot to pull out the stuff I purchased this week in acquisitions. Guys, it's gonna be a gong show. Okay.
Okay,
Diana,
perfect.
what are you drinking?
I am drinking my usual Smile Tiger coffee. Although, to be perfectly honest, I also had a tiny shot of pre-workout supplements when I got up this morning to like pre-caffeinate, and I'm just like, I'm so caffeinated. I am caffeinated like when you fed me coffee in December or whenever we did that, when that super caffeinated live. I'm
That was
like,
that was just I wasn't
I've
guys,
made
it was instant
mistakes.
coffee. It was instant rich Nescafe coffee with hot chocolate. It was the sugar caffeine combo you couldn't
Yeah,
handle.
so yeah, I'm approaching that level of caffeinated pre-workout supplement plus coffee. I'm like, woo, let's go. I'm gonna go pull weeds after this.
All right.
What are you drinking today?
Real coffee.
Real coffee. We're so caffeinated today.
A reminder of timelines for the one who is still in bed, which would not be me, guys. It would be the other dude. My ride arrives at 12:30, which means if he's not here at 12:30, he doesn't have a ride and I don't have lunch, and that'll make me grumpy. I was promised
Yeah.
lunch.
Well, yeah, I would be grumpy if I was promised lunch and didn't get lunch.
Grumpy, grumpy. All right. I'm drinking real coffee because I was at my parents' house last week. Well, actually, till like Wednesday, we hopped over to 8th Street, well, Saskatoon's version of Broadway. And we did the usual suspects for me. The local small coffee shop. There's several. I go to the one that sells the beans and the jars and the tea in the jars and weighs them out for you. And I have some chocolate raspberry coffee.
Ooh.
There was a specific purpose that they have a Highland grog flavor. Grog, yeah, Highland grog flavor. That is my brother-in-law's one of his favorite specialty coffee flavors, and I always buy him 200 grams worth as a thank you for caring for the cat. So we did that, and we got color changing white hot chocolates for the kid and her offspring, my sister and niece. And then we got cheese, and I got a Warhammer book I haven't even opened yet.
Nice.
All pretty much in that same little area. So there's a lot of shops, stores, cafes, restaurants. It's what Osborne used to be and what the Exchange District is trying to be.
Nice.
Does that make
Okay.
sense? Yeah.
Yes, I get that vibe.
Yeah. So I love it. It's one of my favorite places to visit next to the Berry Barn for that reason. So real caffeine, but I'm off to Warhammer right after this. So
Vibrating. I'm vibrating. Mistakes have been made. Oh god.
she will never have pre-workout coffee again.
Mistakes have been made. I usually wait longer between the and the coffee, and words are hard.
I'm so glad I'm not editing any of this week. So glad. So
Ooh.
glad, you guys. All right. Having done that, I did traveling. Did I have cool threads? Yeah, just my usual assortment of cardigans and things. The Moonbell cardigan was still with me because it's not like I changed. I was still in Saskatoon at the start of the week, and the Mallow cardigan got the most wear. But I'm home now, so I've been wearing my cotton one. Just currently hiding on the back of my chair. Yeah, I know. I'm sitting on my camp chair, not my rocking chair. There's a whole story for that.
There's a story. Oh dear. Okay.
I'm cleaning and organizing my projects, so I started stacking them on the rocking chair, and then I didn't want to unstack them from the rocking chair to make a new pile on the floor. So I
That
just
makes
shoved the
sense.
rocking chair in the corner and pulled the camping chair out. That's what happened. Because I'm mid-organized, and if you're mid-organized,
Totally understand. Maybe one day I will actually do that live stream of clean my office with me.
not unless I prompt you, I don't think. Hello, kitten. Did
I
was
I, I
you
want
had
it
to
to happen
change
eventually.
places on my foot? Was that section of foot uncomfortable? Okay.
All right. For my cool threads, I've been wearing my Funfetti bomber a lot,
Yeah.
and occasionally the crocheted cocoon cardi. Both of these just kind of live in my office now. They just sort of live here, and they've taken the place of my work branded hoodie that I wore all the time. Except this isn't officially a cool thread because it's not knit, but I got the Caduceus cardigan.
Oh, I want
It
one so
arrived on
bad.
Friday,
I want it
and
so bad.
I want to show it off because it's amazing. It's like the perfect old man cardigan. It's got mushrooms and like.
I need it. I need that in
So
my
I've been living
life.
in this since it arrived on Friday.
So
During a
hard.
meeting, I left a work meeting with my camera on to open it. I was so excited.
Work forgave you?
Yes, work forgave me. They were excited about it too. So
Yeah. I was excited when you posted. I was like, ah,
it's
how much is
so
that going to send me
great.
back?
It's
Cool, a lot. Means I can order the large if you're wearing the medium and you have that much space.
yeah, like this is a medium. It's is big. Like
It means the medium would be fitted on me, so the large will be oversized the way it's supposed to be.
yeah, you can get whatever size you normally get, and it will be oversized.
I normally have to get like a 3XL.
Okay, that would be
Chest.
really oversized.
That'd be way too oversized, but I
You
can do
would
the
be drowning in it.
large. If I did the large, that would be fine.
I think that
I
would
did
work.
large
Yeah,
would be fine. So I will do
because
that.
like I can fit half of Chris in here with me. I mean, Mr. Diana.
It's up to you to remember the name you gave him, not me.
Yep. Well, see, sometimes I forget that we're on the internet and not just having a chat.
We don't talk unless we're on the internet.
Well, but we do that like 3 hours of preamble before we actually. And I forgot we weren't doing that today because we're just like straight live.
Yeah, that's a thing that I had to take the garbages out, okay? Things had to happen today.
I understand. I had to make coffee. It was a thing. Okay,
Making coffee is an everyday thing. It's like making a cup of tea. It's a thing you do every day.
this is true.
All right. Next, what are we doing?
Woolly Workings?
What
I
is
think we're doing
life?
Woolly Workings.
How does one podcast?
I don't know. 270 episodes. We haven't figured it out yet.
All right. I have more than you. I don't know. I'm just saying I have more than you.
Well, I have 3 things that I worked on plus next month's secret crafting to talk about that I obviously haven't started yet.
I have five.
Okay, well, how about you start then? Should we
Yeah,
start with the secret crafting?
we'll leave the secret crafting to last. Let's tease
Okay.
everybody. And
Okay,
just say
secret
that we
crafting
have
last.
secret crafting to talk
Yes.
about, but we won't talk about it. So, who's ready for a story? This was going to my mother.
Okay.
And now it's back home with me.
Okay.
Why? Because I aggressively overshortened the sleeves.
Oh
So,
no.
they were too long. This is the first Shapely Boyfriend cardigan I made. So then Erin was there because, oh man, she's just so much faster than I am. Picking up stitches takes me forever to pick up stitches. So we picked up stitches and I redid the cuff. Except we should have left that dark gray full section and a light gray section, and then picked up at the teal because it rotates, right? Dark gray, light gray, teal.
Mm-hmm.
Should have stopped at the end of the light gray section and done a cuff. So they're too short for what mom wants. So they're back home with me. Erin kindly re-picked up the stitches, and now I get to do the sleeves again for the third
Again.
time. For
Oh
the
my
third
god.
time. So I'm gonna put these. I'm gonna rip them back probably tomorrow morning, and then put them on the super long cord you gave me because it'll be perfect for two at a time. And then
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the dark gray section properly, do a light gray section, and then put the cuff on, and then they can go back to mom. I mean, the bonuses were in Stash Dash now, so I count the whole sweater
Ooh,
for
yeah,
Stash
that's
Dash.
that's going.
So I don't mind in the slightest, and it means mom's gonna get what proper like sleeves. Otherwise, she loves the fit of it. We bought buttons for her, so I have buttons to put on, and then my mommy will have a cardigan. So I technically reknit the dark gray sections, but I need to reknit the dark gray. Listen, there's a lot of reknitting words coming out of my face right now, and it's going to go on the chair because I'm organizing.
Re-knit.
Reknit. The other thing I started for my mom. I protect my sunglasses. I got water on my ear.
What? How? What? How?
I get what I well, it's a thing that just happens to me a lot. And B, I bathe.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense.
So
I
sometimes I
thought you
get
meant just
water in
like
the ear.
water had just like suddenly
No, it's in
appeared
there and
from.
I can't get it out. So if it doesn't drain on its own tonight, I'll put baby oil in and get the water out. I just didn't want to do it last night because I was like, oh, maybe if I sleep on that side, because I sleep on my side, I can get it to drain, but it didn't quite fully drain. So I'll do the baby oil thing tonight. Swimmer's ear is a thing for me, guys. I get it all the time. There's this really pretty ball of bamboo cotton. This bamboo cotton.
Ooh,
Ooh, ah,
it looks. I
bamboo
think
cotton.
tweedy.
It is slightly tweedy. My mom picked it because I said, for the love of Georgia, I'm going to knit you socks. They can't have wool because she's very allergic to wool.
Mm-hmm.
So let's pick a cotton one. And she didn't like some of the cottons, but she liked this bamboo cotton. And I went, okay, it's kind of thin, but we'll try on a new pair of 2.25 millimeter needles because I'm tired of looking for the pair I can't find. So they'll show up as I'm cleaning because I don't need them anymore. That's exactly how that works, right? So I started the toe increases. I have a foot form for my mom. So I got some literally the start of a toe, guys. It's not even that exciting. I'm gonna finish the toe and then I'm going to do the measurement for gauge and make sure that I'm getting a nice tight gauge for a sock, since I obviously prefer to knit Kevlar socks so that I don't have to repair them. So if I have to, I will go get a smaller needle to get a tighter gauge. So for the moment, it's an experiment to see if I can knit this beautiful soft, and I mean like I want to rub it on my body, bamboo cotton blend. So nice. So I got it from Prairie Lily Knitting out in Saskatoon.
It's
Prairie
very
Lily
pretty.
Knitting.
I'm excited to see what that looks like as socks.
I know it should be really nice socks for my mom. Obviously toe up because, well, that's my favorite way to do a sock, people. And my mom's not into flower laces or pattern colors, or it's just gonna be ye old basic sock. That's what mom's likes.
That makes sense.
I have the ball band with there was a it was interesting getting the start of the ball going. It was just easier to cut it and then just have a small bit of leftover for mending. So I put the ball band in that, the Ziploc bag, and it's somewhere in here. So when it shows
Somewhere.
up, it'll go with the other little tiny balls of sock yarn that I've kept aside for mending. But I will keep mom's in a separate bag since hers will be cotton and mine are wool.
Right.
I'm also going to label it mom's socks so I know whose socks bits that I've got because mine are labeled my socks.
That
So I
makes
know
so much sense.
why
I'm
I
just
have a
relying on my
Ziploc
memory at
bag.
this point.
That's a bad
And that,
idea.
yeah, it is a bad idea.
That is a horrific idea. Like my brain just went, nope.
Yeah,
Label.
yeah.
That's
I have a tin with all of my ends.
that is how you end up with freezer bags of mystery food because you couldn't be bothered to write the label.
Yes, I've learned that lesson, and my freezer bags do get labeled and dated even.
Good. Right. Crazy. So that's two of five.
Guess I should probably do something.
You're up. I only got three left.
Okay, well my secret
I
crafting is one of them, so I guess I'll talk about my sock
I
that I'm
lied.
working on. Oh, you have
I did
more?
not include I did include my secret crafting in that
Oh
count.
no.
That's fine. Go. I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm conveniently at the beginning of a round, so.
I have to take a break today. My fingers in here feel stretched.
Oh
So
yeah.
no knitting today.
So these are the reps and rest socks that I work on, apparently primarily while we record, and occasionally during work meetings, but mostly while we record, to be perfectly honest. So I'm still on the foot. We're getting there. It's the second sock. Um, it's we're getting there. We're getting there. I let's hold that up. I need like four-ish more pattern repeats. Two, three, four pattern repeats, and then I can do a heel, and then I decided that they're going to be shorty socks because I don't have short wool socks, and I need more short wool socks for the summer wearing of socks.
The summer wearing of socks.
The summer wearing of socks. Anyway, that's the Reps and Rest pattern by Nikki Knits, and my brain fell out. Yarn, Manos de Uruguay,
Hello,
Pastel
kitten.
Tiza,
Your Auntie
the
Diana's
Allegria
brain
base.
fell right out.
My
Just fell
brain
out.
fell right out. Wow. I think we've hit a new gear of caffeination because it was like vroom 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 and then it like went ka-chunk and now we're like smooth and it's like whoa, I have entered a new level.
What monster?
Anyway, so that's what I'm working on while we record, and if I randomly start cursing, it's because I've dropped a stitch again because I'm vibrating. I'm going to enter a new plane of existence soon.
Come here, bug. All right. I have a cat.
I see you have a cat.
What do you want, cat?
She seems to be melting out of frame.
You don't fit. Because you insist on schmoozing and there's not enough lap. I understand you schmooze on the teenager. She has no depth. She's just length. Mommy has depth. She's a 15-year-old girl. It's all beanpole. It's just long amounts of everything.
Ah, yes.
You don't fit.
Us asking, how will the
You don't
monster take it
fit.
when you go out later?
I will be so grounded when I come home.
Mm-hmm. She'll just attach herself to your ankle like a toddler.
Yes, well, we've very much been monitored the last few days. Constantly.
I imagine she was a little
Constantly.
upset when you took the garbage out just before this.
Yep, I'm paying for that. All right, so I did some check-in with the Louise. Listen, you're going to sit on my lap. I'm going to use you as a bag rest. I had three things on the check-in list. I had the weekend love tunic. I looked at it, didn't even touch it. Didn't even. And then I had my Widwows and my other shapely boyfriend cardigan. So I did not finish anything, but I did make some progress. So I'm going to show you guys my progress. My progress. So I took this in the car. This was my car knitting from the trip to Edmonton and back. And I'm just about done the body. Like I'm on the ribbing. And I was just under my armpits when we started. So I was like 4 or 5 inches down.
Oh
So
wow.
somewhere
So
back
that
here.
was
So
that
I
was all
did.
car knitting.
That was all car knitting.
Wow.
And I'm just working through my hem now. So get the hem done, body bound off, and then I just have one sleeve left to do. And I still have a whole ball of yarn. Here, Phaedra, watch that. Oh, you are not good at watching things other than watching them fall. I said, hang on to that. I've got this much left to finish my ham, which might make it, might not, but
Hmm.
I still have a whole 100 grams
Oh, perfect. Okay.
unwound yet, and it only takes 60 grams to do a sleeve. So if I need
So
to
you're
crack
good.
into my third thing, it's fine. And I got little leftover balls tucked in here too. So I have enough yarn. The next real big question is, do I do the pat do I do the full 6 inches that this
Hi.
the two of us can't function in space very well, ma'am. You don't sit on the bag. Bag sits on you. I swear. So I need to decide if, because right now the first sleeve's only got 3 inches of ribbing at the cuff, and the pattern calls for 6 inches.
Mm.
So do I do the full 6 inches and go back and do the additional 3 inches on the first sleeve, or do I just do the 3 inches and call it done? Again, stash dash, guys. We're trying to finish things. Mommy hates you. Well, I got slippy pants on so she doesn't stay. And her claws got trimmed before she went to my brother-in-law's. So
So she really doesn't stick.
she really doesn't stick, which is good because if she was trying to stick with claws, I'd be ouch, cat claws. So I did get a bunch of work done. I didn't get it fully finished, which was the hope, but oh man, so much core knitting.
Yeah.
So much core knitting. All right. I technically have one more check-in from last month to talk about, the check-ins for this month to talk about, and then my crafting, my craft off crafting.
Okay. Well, I can talk about a thing.
Okay.
So that Zelda Mystery Knit Along, that's the third clue's now out. I haven't finished the
Still
first clue
haven't
yet.
started the color work on the gauge swatch.
It's okay. I haven't finished. I finished the first part of the first clue this week. Because I may have gone, oh crap, I need to work on the secret crafting, and that may have taken up most of my week. I may have panic crafted this week. But
I believe
anyway,
we call it power
here's
crafting when I start doing that in the
power
Discord.
crafting.
We call it
Okay,
power crafting.
power crafting. That's what I was doing.
Yep.
So this is the first part of Clue 1 that was released 2 weeks ago. It's keys, and then like a little fleur-de-lis sort of thing going on.
Ah,
Yep.
so
The
good.
next chart is hearts, and then I think it's more keys, and then I think more hearts. And that's Clue 1. Clue 3 came out today.
Yeah, because you'll have the leg and then gusset, heel flap and gusset,
Yeah.
and then the foot and toe, right?
Yeah.
And then clues
Anyway,
3 and 4 are repeats of 1 and 2, just for the other leg.
I'm just look at the fun floats. Fun floats. That doesn't even look like anything. I'm very caffeinated. Anyway, so that's where that's at. I'm gonna work on that more this week because it's really fun, and I don't need to power craft as frantically because
No,
I will have an entire month,
no,
which
you
I will
won't.
space out better this time.
Have you looked at the number breakdown for your craft
I
off
have.
this
I even
month?
have it here on my phone ready to go
Are
because
you
two
sure?
computer screens wasn't enough.
You need a third.
I needed a third separate screen.
You see how much work you got to do this month, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, just checking.
but I'm going to spread it out better so I'm not frantically doing it all in the last week. Is my
Sure.
point. Yeah,
That's what I say every month with a check-in
I
with
know.
Louise. We promise each other that we will not wait to the last minute. We always wait to the last minute. Kitchen, I need to put you down. This is not giving a flying fart
That is indeed what that is. That is that expression.
of not giving a flying fart. Mommy's gonna put you down now.
That's the I am here, you must love me now.
I love you very much. I'm gonna dump you on your head. That's how I show I care. It's my language of love, abuse. Just for you. I got out of bed on time this morning instead of sleeping until 7 to feed you your wet food. Yes. But I know for sure the teenager didn't do that. Say goodbye to the internet now. Say goodbye, internet. Say good flop. Say goodbye, internet.
Also
Say
doesn't
goodbye.
believe I'm gonna evenly space my crafting.
It's because
She's
Asa
asking
knows
if
you.
I want a daily reminder.
You might. No! You
I
may
might. Let's see how
not
the
use
first
your
week
back
goes.
claws to stay on my lap. Go away.
Oh, and Nikki Knits has joined us on Discord.
Oh, lovely. Nikki said she wanted to do that.
Woohoo!
Excellent. All right. The other check-in thingy with the thingy and the check-in. Nikki, I've not drawn names for the Advent people because you were thinking about joining, so you still have time. However, draw names tonight for the Advent Swamp for Patreon members. So to keep up my theme of I've done some stuff, but I didn't get it finished, which I happily blamed on traveling for the last week before having to do this check-in. Because I got home Wednesday, check-in was Thursday. It's a lot. So I did my decreases on my first sleeve on my other shapely boyfriend cardigan. Look at this tweed. Look at this tweed.
That looks really good. I want to make a Tweety sweater.
So good. So good. Did I do the second sleeve? Oh, no. I got it started. I have so many sleeves. I have so many sleeves. I got it started. Got a beginning thing, beginning of round, start at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is how I mark it. If my needles are at my beginning of round stitch marker on the same side, I'm on the right side. But if this marker is on the other side where the loop is, I'm not at the start of a round. Therefore, I am not on the right side of my loop. That's how I keep track. Works well for me, so that's what I do. Also means I have a very distinct measuring point for the sleeve decrease style that I like. Am I doing the sleeve decrease style that is written? No, I'm doing the one I like. I'm doing the one I like because it makes the sleeves that I like, and that's how I'm doing it. So,
Makes sense.
continuing on this, this is being done on a 6mm Xiaogu needle, and I got gauge as per pattern on 6mm on worsted. Everybody insert required gasp on how tight my knitting is here. There's my finished fabric on the outside.
Looks nice. Pretty. I want a Tweety sweater.
And I've got the pockets already made. So once the second sleeve's done, I can sew the pockets on. And because June is Get Her Done month for the Fiber Friends and the first month of Stash Dash, all of my sweaters that literally need a sleeve to be finished, or in the case of the Woodwoes, the last inch and a half of hem in a sleeve to be finished. So that's the Holly cardigan, the second Shapely Boyfriend cardigan, the Woodwoes, and what was the other one? My mom's Shapely. That's four sweaters that literally need a singular sleeve, part of a sleeve, or in the case of the Woodwoes, a sleeve and an inch and a half of hem. I'm just doing those this month. I didn't put them on the makes because I just want to make them and count them, and that frees up a million needles, stitch markers. Even with Susanna sending me stitch markers, I'm still somehow short of stitch markers, and I suspect it's because I got 4 sleeves with stitch marker decreases in them. And I will not have a lack of stitch markers if I just get my stuff done. So I didn't want to put those back into the queue because I want to finish. That's 4, right? There's like 4 weeks in June.
Yeah,
3 weeks in June. So I can finish one of those a week.
Yeah.
Get it off, done, and I can keep going with other things. So I decided to put something else on the to work on list for the month. Anybody remember this red? This red? This would be the red for my Stone Warrior cardigan, which I've pulled out, set aside. And I'm going to finish my Stone Warrior, my Steinkrieger
Mm-hmm.
sweater this month. So the
Nice.
sleeves are done because it's a bottom up. So the body, I need to measure to make sure the body's done or nearly done. Finish the body, join the sleeves, and do my color work yoke decreases in the round. Bind it off. So again, I'm 2/3 done a freaking sweater. But this one
Yep.
I don't mind hiding because it's not like I'm going to want to wear it. The worsted and fingering weight sweaters I might actually want to wear. The bulky sweater can wait till November or Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be wear outside sans jacket in December.
pretty much. Like, I've got all of this stuff for the garter thingy from Stephen West.
I know. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't even know what project
Oh
bag I've
god,
stuffed that into because I'm like,
it's all it's all
collar.
in here. It's
I
all
did a
in
collar
here.
and I really want
I
to
did a
work on it.
collar, and I want to work on it. And I even did all the extra work to figure out how to make it a cardigan, not a sweater. Because I don't wear sweaters, I wear cardigans. So I did all of that mathing. All of that mathing. All right, now I'm ready to talk about craft off.
All
Craft
right.
off stuff.
Just catching up on chat for a second. Susanna was
Absolutely.
saying that she's knitting the top that you made. I am knitting the top that you made your cardigan out of.
Mm.
Oh, right, because you had pulled out one thing and made it something else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She made a shirt. It was way too big, and then I put it on, and I lost my boobs, which says it was super duper massive because Susanna is not as big as me. So it didn't stay on. It barely stayed on my shoulders, and I had no chest. It's too much ease. It's just too
So
much.
that's a lot of ease.
That's a lot of ease. So I turned it into this cardigan because there's no point in keeping things you won't wear when you can make something that you will enjoy and love. And that's from Karen Cotton Cakes, which I love so very much. So very much. I love me some Karen Cotton Cakes. That was my craft off Karen cake for this month's challenge between you and me. Whoopsies. I'm making plasticky bag sounds.
And Karen was saying 4 finished sweaters in a month would be impressive, Jocelyn, even if you only need sleeves.
It's still a lot of sleeve,
It's
guys.
that would be so many
It's
sweaters to add to your
still
wardrobe.
it will
Also
be, and
says
then
get your stuff done.
done and
And
done.
also, how is that Stephen West shawl you started, Diana? Don't even. That's what I have to say to that.
not gonna not gonna
It's
throw stones
marinating.
because I've got two Stephen West shawls just sitting in bags, not even on needles, they're on waste yarn. Will be a long time before I pick those bad boys up. Any other things on the plate, guys? All right. I want to know, did you get your crafty McCrafterson done?
I no.
Are we there?
It's
That was a
not
sound.
done. I was
Oh,
figuring out how to if I could word it better, but no, it's not
no,
done.
it's not done.
It's not done. I made a very valiant effort though, so it's like it's mostly there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So to recap our memories, you had to seam a cardigan this month?
That was okay. So I was doing the patchwork cardigan. So not only did I
Uh-huh.
have to seam the cardigan pieces together, I had to seam the
Uh-huh.
squares together to make the cardigan pieces. It
Uh-huh.
was a heckin' lot of sewing. There were
Uh-huh.
also the cuffs and the hem and the button band and all that.
Uh-huh. So did you seam your pieces one week and then like create your pieces one week and then seam your pieces another week and then spend week 3 and 4 doing your neckband, hem, and collars? No?
I power crafted this week
Just checking.
and
Just checking.
assembled most of the pieces.
All right. Well, my first one was to turn some Karen cotton cakes into a sun hat. And then if I had time to make a scrap busting sachet or bag, if you will, a sachet. I got through one motif for the purse.
Ooh, that is cute.
So I technically need 3 more like this, and then I need the top part ones. So I made one. So I had to sit and think about it for a bit because again, I knit backwards to other
Mm.
people. So they want you to pick up and sew the bag together. Like so you pick up and then you don't have to sew that much. But as I sat there thinking about it and how they want specifically this motif to run, this very
Right.
first one at the bottom, I'm going to have to make all of my pieces separately and hand sew them together. Otherwise, I'm going to my linen stitch decreases will be facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, that won't work.
So I do some thinking and sitting, and I went, okay, that's not going to work. Then it was like, do I do a full motif in one color because I've got three colors of scrap acrylic yarn to use, or do I do this section one color and then the linen in another and then a third for stripes and details, right? I decided to go with solid colors. So now I'm just puzzling out what color rotation I want. Now, guys, I've made one motif. The instructions do not hold your hand. It is an intermediate pattern. It does not sit there and baby you for this. It expects you to figure it out. I'm sorry, I'm checking. Yes, I have to put in my lunch order.
Lunch orders are important. Should I jump in for a minute
Have
then?
well, I'm ordering the. Can I have the bagel sandwich? Because he's going to Hudson Bagels
Ooh.
with bacon bits. I don't remember what it's called. Uh, good chive, cream cheese,
Damn, this sounds really good. I
lettuce,
want a bagel
and
sandwich. We don't have a bagel
tomato.
shop here. I'm jealous of your bagel shop. We have a lot of other things, but we don't have a bagel store. We've got two donut
Cheese,
places, a scone
please.
place, so many bakeries. Some of them probably do
Extra
bagels.
bacon bits and on a Winnipeg rye bagel.
Winnipeg rye bagel.
So
Ugh,
hungry.
Winnipeg rye bagel. I am jealous right now. This is my jealous face.
I asked if I could have a cookie too because I'm really freaking hungry, and they make really good cookies. They're called the Good Cookie. They're big cookies, like okay.
The
So
good cookie. I
when
love
you
that.
come down next time to visit,
I need
we're
a good
going.
cookie.
Well, it's because you get the Good Cookie and they warm it up, and then they put it between a toasted chocolate chip bagel with cinnamon roll cream cheese.
It's a
And I don't
dessert
even
sandwich.
and I don't even care that the lactose sets me off. I order it as instructed. Because
That's
oh, it's so good. We're doing that next time you
uh,
come down. Like that's the top of my list of things to make you go do is go to
yes,
Panda Tea with me so we can try weird teas and go to
yes,
Hudson Bagels for breakfast. Guys, I
yes.
have a plan for Diana. I have a plan. I just need
There's
to
a
get her here
plan.
to execute the plan.
Okay,
If we do
okay. I'm
Panda
gonna start
Tea, Hudson
later.
Bagels, Tom Borgin, do something here that's probably podcast related. Panda Tea, Stella's for lunch.
This is a very full morning for a person who is debatably a
Not a
morning
morning,
person.
not a morning person, and we'll do it all by foot because it's literally all
Oh
walkable.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's wouldn't be.
Well, if you think about it, by the time you get here, we go to Tom Borgin to get coffee, get the bagel, come back, record. It is time for lunch and a snack, so we could do Stella's and hit up Panda Tea on the way back home. It because it takes us that long.
Yeah. Dang, that sounds
All right,
okay. I'm
I know
planning
it's
my
a good day.
Manitoba visit after this. That's
So you join it because I live close to some good stuff. So now that I know for sure, and again, because this was the bonus project, I wasn't as worried about this one. Um, now that I know I have to make all the pieces separately, as soon as I figure out how much orange, sage green, and what was the other color I picked? I think it's like Chesterfield brown. It's all scrap, guys, because it is a scrap busting project. I have, it's knit flat. I'm using old school straight needles. Well, it's knit flat. I don't need the circulars. I could use that circular size elsewhere. I've got orange color and the sagey green color and
I should really not be
this
drinking coffee right
brown,
now.
no,
Oh my
red color.
god.
So I got to figure out what rotation I want these colors in because there's more
Those colors look so
motifs to
great. Okay,
make.
I'm melting, melting, melting.
Melting. There's more
I'm melting.
motifs to make, and I have uh, stripe sections and stuff. I have to still figure out how to connect and combine all of those. But I definitely for sure need to do the motifs separately and then sew them together. Otherwise, that bottom stitch pattern will not be in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
That won't work. It's not the look I'm going for. So the other thing I had to do was the sun hat. I don't remember the name of the sun hat. Do you remember the name of the sun hat?
Oh, not a clue.
Guys,
There
it's in the
was a sun
Facebook
hat.
post.
I think it didn't have a pattern name last time we talked about it, and then you posted a link in the various places, but I
Yep.
do not recall what the name of the pattern was.
Or do I? I have a hat.
Oh, that's so cute.
I take off my headphones, put it on my head though.
That is adorable. I love it.
I have a
That's
hat.
so great.
It even went out to Saskatoon because I wanted to make the brim stiffer. So I put some craft wire in it.
That is so great.
But my mom had she has multiple gauge craft wires. So I went out to her because I didn't want to buy craft wire when I needed it for a brim of a hat.
Yeah.
So I took my hat out to Saskatoon and I stole some of my mom's craft wire. And then because you do that bendy part where you're latching it in and stuff, I
Mm-hmm.
one end. That's what I've not done. I've not woven in an end.
Oh,
Also counts for stash dash because I didn't finish it till after the 27th. Not my colors. Not my colors. Oh, that looks sexy with my headphones on. Um,
yeah. Ooh, that's a look.
that's a, I'm committed to the bit. So I'm gonna dye this a different color, but that's fine. It's cotton and galvanized steel, so it'll dye just fine. It's got this cute little stitch detail.
I love that so much. So it's single crochet and then like whatever kind of lacy little stitch that is.
Yeah, single crochet and then like a little double crochet crossover sort of hatch thing. So it looks really
That
good.
seems
So
fairly straightforward.
I'm gonna dye it and then wash it because it's another thing I can do. I can't put it in the dryer because galvanized steel, but I can hand wash it, stick it on my head form because I have one of those. It's a foam head, and then I have a sun hat to wear for sun stuff in the summertime. And for the moment, it's gonna go up there on my mannequin that's just constantly got stuff draped on it all the time. So I got my craft off challenge complete, and I didn't even power craft for it.
All right. Okay, but your experience with the Louise and your like monthly check-ins, like you're experienced with this.
You have had knitting deadlines with me before, ma'am. I'm not even buying this.
Oh, Karen is saying that she loves the hat and wants to make one immediately. Can you share the link in the pattern links later?
Of course, I will try to. Karen, if you haven't seen it by the time you're done work tomorrow, poke me to remind me I've said yes, I'm going to do that for you. I may forget, it will be unintentional, but yes, I will post it in the Discord pattern links for everyone. Somebody remind me if we haven't seen it by tomorrow to do that.
So I have the body of a sweater.
With you.
Yeah. So I seamed the two front pieces.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
seamed
Yeah.
the back piece.
Yeah.
And I seamed my
I've
fronts
made
to
this
my
sweater.
back.
I've
And
made this cardigan. I know. Then my niece ran off with it the moment I was done with it. She's like, "Oh, this fits well." Okay.
so then I have one sleeve fully
Yep.
completed.
Good.
And then I have my other sleeve mostly completed. And then I just need to attach the sleeves.
Now, what I
So I'm
love
like
about
three
that
quarters
pattern,
done in a week. If I'd planned this better, I'd have been done.
lots of ambulances and stuff going on. The Pride Parade started just a few blocks from my apartment where the ledge is.
I'm mildly concerned by how short this is.
I added extra patches to make my sleeves long enough.
It might be okay by the time I get a cuff on there and like wash it and block
Well,
it.
finish
It might be
finish
okay.
your
And I
what you
guess
can
this,
do. Finish your sewing, wash and block, see where your sleeves sit, and then decide how long your cuff needs to be.
because this gets a band, so this will be a little more like this. And
Yeah.
then attach that there. Like, wait, is that even right? Yes, that is right. I'm like, what? Well, because it's square more or less. So like, ugh,
It's a drop
that's
sleeve, so you might just need extra cuff.
yeah. Cuff
But
should
you
be
know what?
fine.
I
Cuff should be
once I
fine.
seamed my sweater together before I put the bands
This
on,
also like I can block this considerably longer.
I blocked mine before I put my neckband
Oh
and
yeah.
cuffs
See,
on.
if
Yeah.
I just like I tugged on it and it just like grew 2 inches.
Yeah.
So
I absolutely washed and blocked before I put the hem and the collar and the cuffs on mine, just to have a much better idea of what I wanted for cuff depth. And then
so
I had it
it's
for all of 5 seconds, and my niece liked it, ran away with it. So
So it's like mostly done. I think I did really well for a week of power crafting.
Hmm.
Next
Hmm.
time I'll do better. But then my other problem with it is I still don't. Oh, it's here. My other problem is that I don't have enough of the same color for the cuffs and hem and all that. I
You have to
have
find a
I have this much,
complementary or
which
contrast.
I can probably do my cuffs out, like my sleeve cuffs out of this.
Yeah, but if you're gonna end up changing a different neckband
Yeah,
hem,
so
you want
like
different cuffs. You want those to match.
I picked up this, but it's
Hmm.
not even the same weight, and I don't like it's the grays are like close enough. Where's a gray? Where's a gray I can hold up?
Why don't you look for a solid color?
Yeah, a solid might be better. So like
Like
the grays are close enough, but
hit up impeccables.
it's a Karen skinny cake. And I did the most of the sweat. The patches are all out of a Karen regular cake.
Regular
And
cake
yeah, it's
instead of
the
a
regular
skinny
cake,
cake.
the regular Karen cake. But this one's a skinny cake because they didn't have any suitable colors in the regular cake, and so like it's okay, but I don't love it.
No, I think you
So
need to, because you know it would look really nice because it's got the moody color combo to it, right?
mhm.
Like a black. Like just get some impeccable black and make yourself a
Yeah,
nice contrast
yeah, I think you might be
to frame
right.
it.
Oh, unless hang on, hold that thought, hold that thought.
Holding for talent.
I have plain gray.
Maybe the plain gray might not be enough of a contrast because you've already got gray in there.
I don't know. What do we think? It's not quite the right
Maybe.
gray, is it? It doesn't. It like
Yeah,
it both doesn't match
it does
and
match.
doesn't
Yeah,
contrast enough. Hmm.
yeah,
Okay. Well, I'll think on it.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I think like you did with your flax sweater, where you had that strong contrast for your neckband and your cuffs, like that looked great. Because you did a gray contrast band, and then you had that beautiful, was it like a pumpkiny orange on the body?
Yeah. I'll have to take a look and see what I've
No,
got hanging around. Because I might even have enough of an end or something hanging out. Anyway,
nope.
but yeah, this is like it.
Knowing how much yarn it takes to do those cuffs, hems, and that button band, I'm gonna say
Yeah,
nope.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna take most of a ball, isn't it?
Yep, at
Anyway, so
least.
on the other hand, on the off chance that anybody's got some Karen cake, what colorway is this? Pistachio macaron. If anybody's got a spare ball and wants to like send it to me, a pistachio macaron
Tradesies.
Karen cake.
She's got a skinny
Um,
cake in a similar-ish gray.
yeah. So if anybody's got one and is willing to like
Oh,
trade, sell something, send us an email at northernknitspodcast@gmail.com.
I'll make
And
sure she reads that email.
yeah.
Somebody replied to your Karen cake question. You
Ooh,
better
navy
respond.
or cream, people are suggesting. That would
Ooh,
also be good,
navy would
yeah.
look really good. She
I
can't
like that
keep white,
navy.
white. Cream is a bad idea, but navy's good for Diana. Otherwise, it'll just be like
The cream will
coffee
get very dirty. Cream
on the
would look great,
neckband.
but it would get very
Cream
dirty,
look
especially on
amazing.
cuffs. I'm
Yeah.
yeah. I definitely have already got dirt on the the
Hmm.
cardigan, the Caduceus cardigan that I'm wearing. There's
Yep.
already dirt on the sleeves, and you can't tell because it's dark brown.
Yep. No, I think yes, cream would
But I
look
like the
stunning,
navy.
but navy would be really good.
Navy could be good.
Navy would be really good.
It's annoying because I have navy in the wrong yarn base. I have leftover navy from my mom's sweater, but it's
Wrong
bulky
yarn.
and alpaca and completely
Wrong.
not right.
No, no, because the joy of the acrylic sweater is being able to wash and dry it.
Yeah. Oh, and I have leftover navy from the 8-bit sweater, but it's sport weight, not
DK.
worsted.
Yeah, and if you double up DK, it's a bit of a thicker worsted. But how
Mm,
much do you have? Because you're gonna need like almost a full ball, if not a full ball.
yeah.
And then you have the same sort of problem. Can you wash and dry that leftover navy?
Probably. I don't know. Wool of the Andes, is that superwash? I don't think so.
it's
No, I
just
need an
no.
acrylic. Okay.
You need an acrylic, yeah.
Yeah, my acrylics are a little
It's like people
limited.
who are like, I made this thing out of half cotton, half wool, and I'm like, why? It's two entirely different care instructions. You're going to either ruin the wool or ruin the cotton.
Yeah. Okay, this is. I can't even sit on this. It's so warm.
I want that Kadusha sweater so bad.
It is
So
every bit
bad.
as amazing as it looks online.
Oh, so good.
I
All
am
right.
both happy and sad to report it is that amazing.
Super glad you bought it. Super glad I know it's worthwhile. The collection's not done, so I'm gonna wait till the last of the collection's out.
I was so determined and I couldn't. I got the House joggers too. I'm wearing those right now. I've got a full suit.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
They're really comfy. The joggers are as cozy as they say.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that they would make sure that they had very comfortable things. So that's fine. Which just leaves us talking about what won for our craft off this month.
Yeah, I have numbers right here.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. So you had a very clear winner.
I looked at it the first day. I was like, I think I'm spinning, guys.
Yeah, that was going to be my vote too. I was withholding my vote in case we needed a tiebreaker, but it was
Nope.
going to be for spinning. But you,
Nope.
hands down, you're spinning. You are spinning the
I'm
bats.
spinning bats.
Yes, we are
Not
all
even a
so
question.
excited about it. Like no
Not even
contest.
a
100. You were
debate.
like, yeah.
Even for question. My bats in question. So
Yes, let's see
these
the pretty
are
things.
a new base of fiber, one of two new bases of fiber for Aaron from Fireweed Fiber Crow. So you knew I saw them when I put them out at the Edmonton Fiber Festival. I went, oh, well, some of these have to go home with me. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
waited until everybody else was done the show before I did my stuff because I'd rather sell it for her. But in worst case scenario, it's coming home with me. So I was not worried. These bats are tweed bats. This is a Pullworth silk combo, I believe. I'm gonna get up my magnifying glass because I can't quite read the small bits, but I've never worked with a bat before.
It looks so squishy. I wanna go squish.
Oh, so do I. And then it goes poof, and there's fiber everywhere. I've learned not to do that with these things. Uh, I would have bought her other base, her other new fiber base as well, but there was like two left. That is how well it sold, and it was a flax blend. So there was flax and silk and something else in it. So I know why it sold so well because like you never see flax in a fiber blend really, not here anyway. So I'm gonna wait. I will see her at the Manitoba Fiber Festival. I'll probably be in the booth. So without a doubt, I don't think it's going to be a problem for me to do things. It's Polworth and Sari Silk. And it's 50 grams for each
Clatter,
of the
clatter.
bats. Ooh, it comes with care instructions.
I am so excited for that.
So this is a happening, which dictated through the nature of dictation, as I only have two drop spindles. I
Ah,
either
you need
have
to finish
to
something?
finish something or go buy another drop spindle.
Ah,
I
and
don't have money for a drop spindle, so I gotta finish something.
oh, Suzanne is asking if you can show the ball band.
Oh, of course. Some lovely fireweed fiber coat. And then the part everyone's probably super interested in is this section.
Tweet bat. Oh, bat's got two T's. Learning.
So
That just
yeah,
looks. Oh,
the
I've got
sorry
like fiber
silk.
in my nose just looking at it.
Guys, this is
I've got like
literally
phantom fiber just looking
inches
at it.
inches from my face. I dealt with an entire cup. I dealt with an entire table of fiber for a full festival. Did not eat any fiber.
And here I am,
Through
just
the
like I'm
computer,
already
she's eating
inhaling
fiber.
phantom fiber. There's no fiber. There is no fiber in my
So
face, but
I'm
I
gonna
can feel it nonetheless.
I gotta pull this, but oh, it's so soft. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I
And then
can.
to keep fiber from being all over my clothes. on the road trip home. I stole a Ziploc bag from my mommy and put it in the Ziploc bag because that had to happen for peace of traveling mind. So I am spinning. The question is, how quickly can I spin the last of the fiber I have literally shoved in pockets in my mannequin, or the other fiber I have, depending on where my drop spindles are. I need to find those first. I think the drop spindle for that is sitting at the sewing machine because I was using it to make sure my gauge is right for bags I'm making. So, because I did the math and I have the numbers, but I'm still paranoid. And before I sew everything in place, I like to actually put a drop spindle in the drop spindle holder space to make sure it fits.
Makes sense.
That's a thing. So, doing that. Otherwise, yes. If it's one of those, I had spare funds, I would just buy one of those 3D Turkish spindles.
Those are
I
fun.
could, I would go find the pattern for a 3D Turkish spindle and just go print it at the local public library
Ooh, that's a thought.
because you just pay for the plastic. That's just how tight my budgets are this month. I don't have money to pay for the plastic. Or check out to see if the makerspace here has a 3D printer. I mean, they've got to have a 3D printer.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
At least one,
What
if
was
not
the
more
maker
than one.
space? Skill space? That one?
I think it's Skull Space. Anyway, I think it's
They must.
they must. And then see if I can talk somebody else into helping me use the machine to make the
Also
3D printed.
that. Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, it would be when my dad comes down later in the month if I had to wait to do that because I would need someone to push the buttons and read the screens and stuff. Because that we don't let me do because I can't read screens. I can't.
Yeah, I'm
can't
sure
do them.
there's got to be somebody at these places making sure people don't break them.
Yeah, or there's someone else doing there. Like, could I pay you a charge to push the buttons so that the machine makes the thing for me because I can't push the buttons?
Generally, people are pretty happy to help,
Whatever
especially if it's just like
bribery.
pushing some buttons and
Yeah,
like
it's like you push some buttons, I'll give you homemade cookies. I just can't push the buttons, but I can make cookies. So it's like figuring out where my skill level sits. So that's going on. Apparently, my lunch is running late, but that's okay.
Susanna was asking for the ball band of the thing that I needed. So apparently, it's actually a Karen Big
Ah,
Cake.
it's a Karen Big Cake.
It's a Karen Big Cake, which means theoretically I could actually. I have quite a bit of leftover from my other two Karen Cake projects. So
No, they're not the right colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to let it go. They're not the right colors. You have to use
Oh
those
right,
other
because no,
Karen
the
Big
other one was the
Cakes.
chunky cake and the yeah. Never mind, they're not the right
It's
weights
not right.
anyway. It's not
Not
right.
they're not
It's
right.
not right.
It's not
Anyway,
right.
here's the ball band for that if it focuses.
It's pistachio.
Yes, pistachio. I don't. I probably didn't spell it right in the chat. Pistachio macaron. Color 26010. Anyway,
On the
it's
bright
that.
side, I'm out of things to talk about. So why don't you talk about what won for you while I go fetch the things I acquisitioned?
Yeah. So the
I
thing
can
that
only
won
go
for
so
me
far.
was
I'm
literally
corded.
the thing that won for me was buy a hair. Literally one vote. So by one vote, I'm doing my niece's Cobra sweater that she requested back in December.
I like to think that that was my vote.
Hmm?
I like to think that was because of me. I absolutely voted sweater, you guys.
So sweater it is. So I got measurements. I got my niece to pick out the yarn from Fireweed Fiber Co.'s website. I got her to pick out the pattern off of Ravelry and tell me what modifications she wanted. I got her mom to measure her favorite sweater and send me dimensions. All back in January. I'm
You're making a sweater. You're making a
so
sweater.
I'm making a
You're
sweater
making
for
a
an
sweater.
8-year-old. Um it's going to be based on the Copperhead tee off of
I sat
Ravelry.
on something. We're good.
And a copperhead is not a cobra, but the chart is straightforward enough. I think I can modify it slightly to have the cobra hood. I don't think that should be too difficult.
You have got to
Um,
start today.
yes. The other thing, I think at this point I'm just gonna make the extra small adult size
Yes.
because the
No,
measurements
just
I was
go
given, yeah, because
extra
like
small.
Yeah, the measure, because the extra small Cobra sweater, assuming I get gauge, and I'll probably do it at a slightly smaller gauge, so it's not quite so oversized.
Okay.
Yeah, Karen's saying you'll have to go up a size by now. So I'm just gonna make the extra small adult, which is 29 inches around. Because the dimensions I was given were 24 inches around, I think, for a favorite sweater in January, and I was gonna make it a couple inches bigger anyway, just for room to grow because children grow like weeds, just
Yes, they
suddenly
do.
overnight. So I'm just gonna make the extra small adult and make sure it's short enough. So I think that means there's just no, because the pattern there's like there's a yoke chart which is where all the snakes are, and then there's a bottom chart where it's like I don't actually remember what the bottom chart looks like. It's like plants and stuff. But then there's like supposed to be space in the middle for like waist shaping and stuff, assuming that you're an adult human. But I'm not making it for an adult. I'm making it for a short human. So there's just going to be no space, no waist shaping. Um, and mercifully, she wanted short sleeves anyway. So great. Also says you have 4 weeks for a sweater. You
Oh,
need to
I
cast on
try.
today. No power crafting for this. Yes, I know. I'm going to find needles and do a swatch today. That's the plan.
I had to update my lunch order. They're out of vegan cream cheese, so I had to go with regular cream cheese, which is fine. Just have to remember to take um a probiotic so my stomach doesn't get too angry with me. I haven't had
Yes,
any
I'm
dairy in
listening
several
to
days,
Auntie
so it's fine.
Asa. Yes, I'm listening.
No, you have to
I know.
start today. You cannot. You have to start today.
I am aware. So, swatch is
Even
happening
at
today.
even at an extra small adult, you need to start today.
Yeah, so swatch is
Yeah,
happening today.
yeah.
That is the
Super
plan.
cool.
After this, I'm going to find needles and I'm going to do a
Also,
swatch.
totally threw you under the bus and voted for sweater because that's what I wanted to see you start because I know you promised your niece in January. And I'm like,
Yeah,
the
no, just the
child's
yarn's
just
been
going to get
sitting like
larger.
it's been
She
sitting
hasn't
here over my
stopped
shoulder,
growing.
judging me every episode since January.
Stopped growing. You
Let
need to
me
get
let me
that
hold up a
done,
picture here. It's actually right here.
or you'll have committed to an adult large sweater before you're done because you won't have started anything.
Can I turn you sideways? Here we go.
Because it does not take long for them to get big.
No, it really doesn't.
And her daddy is tall. She could end up being quite tall.
Okay, what?
What are you
Okay,
doing?
making sure I'm holding it properly. Okay, so this is a terrible way of showing this.
Oh, it is an awful way of showing it, but okay, go for it.
Here we go. So you get the gist that there's snakes and there's plants. So it's going to
Yep.
be the dark blue is going to be the background, and the light color is the snakes because it was a royal blue background with beige snakes was the request. Specifically beige, which I thought was a very interesting color choice for a then 7-year-old
Oh,
to
that's
give
fine.
me. So
She probably picked it
she's
because it looked good with the other color. Ooh, that made your screen real dark.
it did,
Girl.
yes.
White balance is taking a hot second there.
So should I make a remind Diane on Discord so everyone can nag you? But oh my god,
Yes,
I'm gonna have
yes.
an entire Discord adding
You
me
need
every
you
day.
need you need it, my dear. You need it, or you are going to get distracted. Because you have to
Oh my god,
remember,
I'm gonna have to post like
our
daily secret pictures, just like I'm working on it, and it's just like a ball
it's one of those
or
things.
a needle or
We have
like
a new
super close
Cal.
up.
We have a new Cal starting this month, and you are not done the spring Cal.
I am not. There's many things that I want to
Do
work
not get me
on.
wrong. I'm absolutely saying my sun hat is my spring Cal because I still don't know if I have the right number of stitches or not for the mallow cardigan. So, but I
Well,
don't want
there.
to
If
count
the
the
mallow
mallow
gets
cardigan.
done, then it's a bonus.
Then it's a bonus. So I'm technically claiming things.
All right, all right, all right. Yes, okay, fine. Discord's going to ping me like every day, make sure I'm working on things.
Now, don't get me
My
wrong.
knitting
I'm
is being
thinking
babysat.
it has, it's for me, it's like a regular size challenge. For you, that's an ambitious challenge for 30 days. Like we have a month
Well,
or
I did
less.
do an adult bulky sweater in 3.5 weeks.
You did, and I know you could do an extra small adult size sweater that amount of time, but I also
Yep.
know that you don't think you can.
I'm dubious,
Yeah. So we need to
especially
get
because
you
there's
going.
color work that I have to modify slightly.
Yeah, make that a part of your swatch. All right, let's talk about fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Let's do some woolly, nope, wool
Wool
gathering.
gathering.
I was looking at this for a different reason, and I ended up doing something entirely different than what I was supposed to be doing. I have to scroll back to the list because you need a word.
I need a word. Oh no, it's that time. Why am I
What did we
surprised
have
every
last
week
time?
when it's that time? I know when it
I don't
happens.
know.
And yet I'm surprised every time.
Ooh, this one's dancing.
Dancing.
Yep. Just wait till
Okay.
next week. Next week's great. Next week is glorious. This week is dancing.
This week is dancing. Okay. Can
And
I
we're
use
after
other
12
forms of the word
o'clock.
dancing?
And at 12:30, it's a hard stop, guys.
Okay.
We're at 12:14.
Does
My
it count
ride
if
is
I
rolling in at 12:30.
does it count if I use other forms of the verb dancing?
Yeah, I'd say it would count because you're still technically
Okay.
using the word.
All right. Now for the weekly Patreon ad. If for some reason you would like to financially support these shenanigans, you can dance your way over to Northern Knits Podcast. Nope, I got it wrong. Patreon.com/Northern Knits Podcast. Dance your way over to patreon.com
I
slash Northern Knits Podcast.
win. Oh.
Any level of support gets you access to our patron-only Discord server, where we are active at all hours of the day and the night, apparently pinging me and checking on me to make sure that I'm actually doing the secret crafting on time in a reasonable timeline. Also enabling each other into all of the things, and finding out all of the secret test knits like dinosaur sweaters that I need to cast on the instant the pattern comes out in 5 days.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Trust me, that V-neck sweater is probably going to be on my needles a lot sooner than it should be.
Yeah, I need to. Oh my gosh, I need to wind yarn and knit a test swatch. I was given a scrap of a pattern so that I could knit a test swatch so that I can start the day the pattern drops.
Good thing you're doing swatching tonight. You're doing all the swatching.
Yeah, apparently I'm doing all the. Well, I already wound for the cobra sweater, but I need to swatch for the cobra sweater and I need to wind and swatch for the dinosaur sweater.
I suspect
Because
I'll
I
be
have a
winding
second
yarn
ball
tonight.
of the white. I have a second ball of this white, so I think it's going to be this white and the sparkly orange, brown, green that I got
Oh,
in
that'll be
Vancouver.
good.
Yeah.
That'll be really good. Ooh,
So it's going to be
yeah.
a sparkly background with some white dinosaur bones. I'm
This
so
looks
excited.
so good. It looks so
I
good.
cannot start the dinosaur until the snakes are done. No, Asa, why are you so mean to me?
You're mean.
You're so mean.
I mean, also, yes, to keep you
Okay,
motivated to get it
maybe
done.
dinosaurs. Maybe dinosaurs are my sweater knit or my summer cal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does that
Dinosaurs
work?
are eternal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I voted dinosaurs
Um,
were eternal. Like a
Dinosaurs are
dictator. I
eternal.
decided
Okay.
dinosaurs, unicorns, and dragons count for everything.
Okay. Perfect. I'm supposed to be doing a Patreon ad. We've got access to the Discord server. We've got early access to bonus content. We've got what else happens? There's the quarterly
Movie night.
quarterly movie
Hmm.
afternoons.
Experimental
And
Tuesdays.
yeah, oh, there's experimental Tuesdays. Yep.
And starting this summer, $10 and up patrons are getting personal vlogs for me and Diana. I am currently editing my first one.
I have started filming for my first one.
Yeah. We had to figure out something to give everybody at different tiers that was different. So we didn't have anything for the lovely people at $10. So we figured
So
something
extra
out.
bonus content. Extra bonus content.
content.
Uh, oh yeah. Okay. So the next movie day is going to be in August on the 27th at
Yes.
noon Manitoba time,
Yep.
and the higher tiers of support also get a monthly e-knitting. The next one of those is on. Oh my
16?
gosh! I've the 18th. The 18th.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a teen. It's a
Yep.
teen.
The 18th of June, which is not next Saturday, but the one after.
Right, because it's the same week as the mid-month motivation with Louise, which is the 16th. And then we have the Enid on the 18th.
Words are getting real hard right now. Like, ooh, like my tongue is vibrating.
As always, we super understand that budgets are a real life thing. If you cannot financially support us, liking, commenting, subscribing, and interacting with us on social media are a great way for us to interact with each other and get to know what you're working on. We're in a Facebook group, and we're on Instagram, and we're here on YouTube's, and you can find us on some personal social media fronts. Diane never checks hers, but I'm fairly active on Twitter. Uh,
This is true.
honest truth, people. I sent her a YouTube reel or Instagram reel where was a Gen Xer talking to a millennial with a Gen Z popping in. I'm Gen X because Gen X flips in 85, so I'm technically the last of the Generation X generation in that last few years. But Dana is solidly in the millennials.
I'm very solidly millennial. No matter how you count the generational breaks, I'm solidly in the middle
Only the millennial.
of
Yeah, I
millennial.
get closer or farther away depending on how they count the breakdowns. But so it was I sent her that to get her music because it's a conversation we have all the time. She can't believe how old she is. And I'm like, yeah, I was like 20 years ago.
Yep, I'm getting over it.
It's fine. And then my niece is definitely Gen Z.
Oh, very much, yeah.
Oh, very much.
And then
So
my niece and nephew will be
that's
Gen
fine.
Alpha, because apparently
Yeah,
we're wrapping around and starting the alphabet again.
probably. Yeah, which is fine. We also have for Patreon members at any donation level the Advent Swap, which is just getting underway now. I will draw names for that tonight and pair everybody up. I went through and did the rules and the don't be a doofus section, which I always do before. So now I got to pair people up tonight, and then we're off to the races. Off to the races. Okay. I am
Gotta
very
start
quickly running out
my
of time,
Christmas
so
crafting.
I have 8 minutes left.
Okay, well
So
maybe we'll skip books for this week then, just so we can wrap
uh,
things up.
which is fair. I only have like one, like my book is less than 2 minutes. So I will talk about my check-ins. My next one with Louise is the mid-month motivation on the 16th. Otherwise, I don't have anywhere I need to be live for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
So that is a thing. And then you and I
Our
are
next
done.
live will be on the 3rd of July.
July, yeah,
3rd of July, after Canada Day. Canada Day
after
weekend.
Canada Day,
Woo!
Canada Day
Gonna be a
weekend.
long weekend for me.
It will be. It'll be good. So I have acquisitions.
Yes, quick, acquisitions. We must know the acquisitions.
We must. I bought this one I bought just because it was my colors. And I've never made socks ball yarn before. Oops.
Ooh, fun
That's a
space.
mysterious Mr. B buzzing to be let in.
He's so mysterious.
Hello. Just a second.
Much mystery.
So much stuff. So I'm going to leave you to talk about your books here for a hot second because I'm going to blow through this. I bought a sweater quantity of Cascade 220 for color work, main color. Ooh. Ah, can't talk about it because I wrote out the pattern, but I have not made it yet, so I can't put it to test knitters. Why do I keep buying softball yarn? Look, it's a ball. It's like one of those gobstopper balls. I'm super excited. And then more alpaca.
Nice.
Just a second, Ben. Because I needed 400 grams of sport weight alpaca. Now Diana can talk about books and I'm going to let this begin.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I will very briefly talk about books. What am I even reading? I'm still very slowly listening to A Little Hatred by Joe Abercrombie. It is large and epic. Political things are happening. I am barely following it, which it probably doesn't help that I'm listening to it like half an hour before I fall asleep. And so I'm like half asleep by the end of it, so
Some coffee left in the
anyway,
corner.
it's exciting. And then I am also reading the fourth book in the Gaslight Mystery series by Victoria Thompson. This one is Murder on... Oh, crap. What is this one? What's the fourth one in the Gaslight Mystery series?
Oh,
Murder
Lord,
on
I don't
something.
remember. It's
Yep.
all murder on something.
It's Murder on Washington Square.
There you go. That's
So they continue to be fun and delightful, easy little reads, and yeah, rooting for Detective Malloy and Mrs. Brand.
They're
They
such a
absolutely
cute
must hook up at some point. I
couple.
assume that they hook
So
up at some point.
adorable. At some point, he realizes it's okay to flirt with a widow. It takes him a while. And he's very awkward about it, which makes it even more adorable.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
And she, of course, is just like, well, that took you long enough.
yeah, right?
I appreciate as a human being.
Anyway, so despite being about murders, it's delightful and heartwarming.
Cozy murder sister. Me, serious.
Somehow
Really
a
cute.
cozy murder mystery story. It's a period cozy murder mystery story.
Yeah, let's use all the words.
Yeah, very cute.
I'm glad you finished. Yeah. I am getting my next credit for Audible this week. So once I have it, I'm going to do book 5 of The Chorus of Dragons by Jennifer Lims. It is the last book in the series, so it is the epic conclusion, which is the last one I have left to read. Because I finished The House of Always, whatever one I was reading. No, I finished it last week. Wait, guys.
Oh, I don't
I
remember.
am not in the mood to start another book because if I start another book, then I'm going to. Oh, thank you. My lunch is ready. I will for sure lose track of what I'm doing and never go back. So I'm sticking. I caught up on my podcast this week. Caught up on podcasts this week, which was not an insignificant amount of podcast listening because oh man, I was behind. I was behind. I'm so full of intellectual, conversational lecture thoughts and books. It's not even funny. Just look sandwich.
Sandwich. I'm jealous of your sandwich. Okay.
All right, now we love everybody. It's
You
been
gotta
great.
run.
How's chat doing? I have got to go.
You've gotta go. Okay. Have fun at Path to Glory. Win all the things
Four
with your little toy army.
4 minutes to spare to pack and eat lunch, guys. We'll be
Go,
back
go,
to our
go.
We'll be back to our usual stuff. I will bug Diana tonight about maybe doing some gaming Wednesday evening.
Sounds good.
Ooh, do some farming. Do some farming.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. All right. In which case, it has been one heck of a gong show. Guys, until next week, I'm Jocelyn.
I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget
Don't
to
forget
knit.
to knit. I'm so
Bacon
caffeinated.
bits.
I'm so caffeinated.
I
Click the thing.
going up.